Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today you've got me, the Margarita Kid, and I am drinking a Michter's small batch rye, neat, one of my favorite go-tos. And today we are going to be watching the Warning Live at Lunario Crimson Queen, which is the second track from the Queen of the Murder Scene album. We watched Dust to Dust yesterday, and that was just a great tune, and a lot of people commented and gave me some kind of updates on what the plot of this is, that Pau is going to be the girl who's obsessed by somebody, and then it seems like the queen may be obsessed by somebody, right, maybe the same person, and so we are going to go ahead and watch this. Danny's playing the queen, and I don't know who's actually going to be singing the song. It's called the Crimson Queen, so I assume it's going to be Danny in the point of view from the queen, but I don't actually know. So let's go ahead and get to it.
There's something that you make me feel. Can put my finger on it. The feeling makes me tremble. I don't know what it is that you do. Makes a spark but doesn't stop. A conundrum in my heart. I know love shows in mysterious ways. Still my screaming makes no sound. Just silence at the roundabout. Yeah, there is no rose without its thorns. Prickled fingers are just part of the ways into the heart. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding. Your words are misleading. There's more to it than just wishing to be found.
So a couple things quick. I'm not sure what's going on with the stuff on her hand. I assume that's some sort of costume or something, not that she just got a bunch of oil on her hand or something. So maybe we'll see how that works out. It looks like there may be some on her neck as well. So I'm assuming this is part of a bigger thing. The lyrics of the song have been really cool so far. I think everybody at some points probably had some sort of an infatuation, typically when you're younger, a teenager, whatever. But maybe later in life as well. And it's a lot of times it's difficult to put into words how that makes you feel, especially if it may not be returned. And people like The Warning, I'm not exactly sure who wrote these lyrics. I think people said Danny actually wrote these lyrics. Somehow managed to put it into words that make sense, which is a fantastic talent in and of itself. So I'm really enjoying this. And I've mentioned before that I was wanting to hear them play some acoustic things or something. And there may have been one that I saw already, but this is pretty cool. I'm liking the change up here.
To be found. 'Cause you are my fantasy. I don't know what that means, but I know.
So now we have Danny and Pau singing the same thing about "You Are My Fantasy." So I wonder if that really is setting them both up to be interested in the same person.
That means, but I know that you amuse my soul. I don't know the meaning of wishing that it was for me, never made me feel so weak. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding. Your words are misleading. There's more.
Shout out to the artist. I think people have said it was the manager's wife or girlfriend who's the one who did all of the artwork that's being shown in the back, and it's all pretty cool. And even though I think all of the time that they showed this back view, it's kind of looked like the swirling rose. I think I saw a few seconds ago that was actually kind of a rose that was starting to grow and bloom. And then she mentioned them, the rose has the thorns kind of thing. So that's all pretty cool the way that ties in. I like that.
To it and just wishing to be found. 'Cause you are my fantasy. I don't know what that means, but I know that you, amuse my soul. So here's to loving you. Raise the glass in front of you. Drink for me, I'll be your crimson queen.
Looks like they're still about another 20 seconds, but I just wanted to say a lot of times in the videos I've seen so far that it seems like when there's more emotional singing, it's more pow, and Danny's more like the power rock singer. But she's obviously got some emotional singing chops that were displayed in the song for sure. Anything? Some sort of a storm coming. Although I think people may have said that I know in this concert there were songs not from this album that were kind of interspersed. I think somebody might have said after this song was a song not off of this album. My plan is to actually go through just the songs from the album first. So I'm going to the track list. I'll see what track number 3 is, and then I'll just search for that live at Lunario, and work through the whole album that way. And then I'll go back and watch any of the songs that were from other albums that I missed. So it may be that the storm that they were showing in the background was something that was related to the next song, which, like I said, I if I'm remembering correctly, that was from a different album. I think somebody said from the first album. So in any case, that was another really cool song. And they've changed it up on that one, right? So I always like it when it's not just, straightforward kind of rock stuff over and over again. I shouldn't make it sound like, I say it like it sounds like all their songs are the same, and obviously that's not the case. But I like it when there's like a slow kind of change up to set the mood a little bit. It gives you a little bit more dynamic contrast between the different songs, kind of, the minor key thing that was happening there. Really cool lyrics. And so I think again, I'm trying to remember the comments, and I think people are trying to give me a little bit of information without saying too much. But Dust to Dust was from the point of view from Pau, who was the girl who was, I think, dead. They're at her funeral, and that's why there's the sermon that's happening, and it's Dust to Dust. And she's saying, "Let me tell you the story," but she's saying it in a retroactive way, and the rest of the album is going to be her telling the story of what happened that led up to that point. And so now we've introduced the queen, the Crimson Queen, who's clearly also got an infatuation of her own. So I'm excited to see what happens next in this story. And we'll see what we get in the next song. I'm thinking the next one's probably going to be a banger, but I will have to wait and see until hopefully tomorrow. Thanks everybody for sticking around. I appreciate all your comments, all your time, and I will see you again on the next one. Take care. Bye.